Alright guys, so today I'm going to be testing whether or not uh performance mode. We're basically just going to test out if performance mode is better, DirectX 12, which it's definitely not, DirectX 11, or legacy performance delay, or depreciated. So basically I'm going to be figuring out like which one has the best settings. Like I'm just going to tweak it to see which one will give you the best FPS. We're going to start off with just regular performance mode. Don't save. It's already on performance mode. I can show you guys real quick. Performance mode. Okay. So we're just gonna load up the side clips. Make sure I am actually on unlimited. I am also. I just recommend it. I would recommend putting your 3D resolution on anything below 90 or no, anything in between 90 or 80. 90 or 80 is good, because like it's just ridiculous 100%. Unless you're like a controller player that only plays zero builds, it doesn't make sense. Or you have a god PC, doesn't really matter. But just load in real quick. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna be testing them out and figuring out which one gives me actually like the least amount of delay and the least amount so first delay, but like it feels like regular. I feel a little bit weird because I am not like sitting in the chair, like I'm down on my knees. Yeah, it feels like normal. Alright, so first we're gonna go ahead and test with looking up. So regular, just looking up, we're getting about like 320 on the highest, like the right, and then like probably about like 270 is the lowest I've seen it go. If we go ahead and cover that up, let's not get this done in here. It's the only way to really tell what gives you the best FPS. Now we're getting about 260 to 250 on the right, and on the left we're getting like 314. I've seen it go to 302. That's the lowest it's gone. Alright, and then if you like look up in an emote, it gives you a boost. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it on the black screen real quick. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do like a. Alright, let's get back against this wall. 400 FPS looking up. That's actually insane. It's ridiculous how much just emoting gives you. For ping, we're getting around 19 ping. Wow, you should get 19 ping, so I'm not surprised. I'll say like while I'm building, I probably get stable. Let's see if I get stable too quick. Yeah, so pretty like stable 240 when around building. I don't have a 240 hertz monitor, 190, but yeah, a stable 240 while building time. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to try is we're going to go ahead and restart again. We're gonna try legacy performance depreciated. I've heard this is better. I've just been using performance because it's just like what I use. Don't worry about that. That's just my TikTok. I've just been using that because that's just what I use. Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all have this glitch, but if you know how to fix it, basically recently I've been having to use this weird like thing where you can like switch. So whenever I press R, instead of it actually like doing R, it just presses O. That's all I have because it's not a natural macro, but okay, so we are now on depreciated performance mode, legacy performance depreciated or whatever. Yeah, settings look exactly the same. Uncap it to limited, and we're just gonna test it out real quick. Also, I don't know if y'all knew about this, but if you get a quest, there is a free skin out right now. Check the rewards, you can go all the way over, but yeah, I'll just get it back whenever we're inside the game. Alright, so we have now loaded in. Alright, so ping-wise, we're actually getting more ping. To be surprised. Let me just see, I think last time it was... Alright, if I just look straight, I am getting 340 FPS looking straight. But I do feel like it's dropping a little bit more. I feel like I'm getting a bit stable. It might just be because I just switched to go in preload for a little bit. It's a little bit laggy. I might switch to controller. I might have got the wrong service and then log into the wrong service. Edit that level. So edit a little bit. So now, we've been on it for a little bit, it's feeling like it's not dropping as much. Still dropping a little bit, but let's go and do this test. I think, oops. We're actually getting like 400 about. 380. So we actually are getting a lot more FPS on, no, actually it's like drops more. So on like depreciated, it actually does indeed drop a little bit more, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my emote now just to see where it gets us. Now we're getting about 460 FPS. I will say it does give you a little bit more FPS, but honestly it's not as stable as performance mode, which I had a feeling it was gonna be like that. So just see if I can at least get 200. Alright, now let's go rebuild. Yeah, it's definitely not as stable as actually performance was. Right now I'm not actually rebuilding, I'm just looking at the side of the FPS. Just in my item rebuild, but we're rebuilding almost the exact same. It's really not as good as I thought it would be, but it definitely gets you like a higher overall score, but if you're looking for like stable FPS, I would say we're definitely like it's definitely showing. No, yeah, I would say performance mode is definitely better for FPS, unless you were to drop down to something like 50. I used to feel like 60 or 36. I meant this. Yeah, it's definitely not as good, honestly. I would just have to say, performance mode wins over depreciated. We still have to remember test, so it's good to test this really quick. Switch over to Rex 11 because I know it takes a little while. So we actually are on DirectX 11 now. As you can see, we actually are, for some reason, like, we loaded in super quick. Think everything is on low. Let's go ahead and see how much FPS I get. I don't really care about max FPS, I care about stable more than max. Like, I'd rather get, like, 120 stable than 360 that drops all the way down to, like, 200. Well, I mean, I guess that'd just be stable 200 at that point, but Yeah, I'd rather have like stable 120 FPS than like not stable 150. I'd honestly rather have stable 60 over non-stable like 200. You know, like those PCs that get like 200, but they drop all the way down to like 30 every once in a while. Yeah, I'd rather play them on stable 60. Alright, so we are. It's a little bit laggy. Holy crap. Delay-wise, DirectX 11 is actually a lot less delay. I feel like. I don't think we're getting like absolutely stable FPS. So let's go ahead and change it up a bit. Alright. So low. TSR low. Film performance and which one? TAA. You could just choose. Alright, so 50. I hope that one looks weird. Yeah, it's just actually, it just looks like a little bit blurry. Not that bad. Alright, so we're actually getting a lot more FPS than I thought we would. Like right now, I think we're in about like the 240-ish. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Let's go ahead and change to 240 now. And let's see if we do get stable 140 or not. To be honest, it feels way smoother than depreciated, so like honestly, if your PC's bad on if your PC's bad on performance and depreciated, just hop on DirectX 11 and copy my settings. They're honestly not that bad, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, now it's time to check like the max FPS that we're gonna get. It's a little bit blurrier than performance mode, but I'll be honest, like, you don't need to be that clear. I can still see everything. I will be honest, the rendering distance is way, like, let's see if I come over here and get it wrong. Like right here. See if I can see it from back here. Back right, like over here. Yeah, right whenever this disappears. Because I'll be honest, like some things in your rendering distance are gonna be like a lot farther. Let's see how long it takes for a gun for me to not be able to see what it is. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. Yeah, so about from like right here. See whenever I can see it. Should barely move back. So it's about like right here whenever you can't see guns, which is like 25 meters. So, I mean, it's not that bad. If you want like good, to be honest, I honestly like it. I might start playing with the stack because it feels smoother and like less delayed. I don't know how to explain it. My game isn't as much delayed, and milliseconds delay we are getting a little bit, but we are recording right now. My total milliseconds delay though is actually, yeah, it's a little bit higher. It doesn't matter though. And look up at this guy. I keep forgetting about that. All right, so we are getting looking up at this guy, we're getting 260, which is better than the depreciated, but we are dropping a little bit more than the depreciated though. I will say that. All right, let's go ahead and hit our emote and see how much we hit. We are hitting 400 FPS. That's insane. We're on DirectX 11 by the way. It's like what PS4 is playing. Honestly, if PS4 just had like an option to like lower the graphics, they could run more FPS. Like we'd be able to run 30 FPS on a PS5 for sure. Yeah, I'm lucky just gonna go try out D-Trex 12 now, so I'll see you whenever I'm done. Alright, so now we're in D-Trex 11, which honestly, or D-Trex 12, which honestly doesn't look that much different from D-Trex 11. So, not really expecting much. Oh yeah, it was a little bit lag either. Not really expecting that much of a difference, but yeah, everything's like low. The settings are a bit different. Oh, my game just froze. Oh god. We're kind of already having issues. Yeah, I don't really know what I was singing, including the singing video, but yeah, I'll just show you when I'm reloading. Alright, so it took forever to get, like, we got a queue, like, right after I said, oh my, because the Real Potato graphics was, like, really bad FPS, and, like, super high delay. I don't know if you see this, but I'm getting a total of 16 milliseconds of delay. Oh, it just randomly started getting better. Yeah, let's just get this over with. Alright, so, I don't, yeah, this time it's load. Now we are getting like 200, we're not even getting 300 FPS. Let's hope that this, emote gives us a FPS boost. Oh, it froze. We got a little bit of a boost. Yeah, honestly, to be honest, if you want, okay. It's terrible. Let me go back. I'm gonna fry my PC doing this video. Let's go back to lobby working. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. If you want, like, the flashiest, like, send pictures to your friend, oh, I have high FPS, performance mode is better. If you also want stable FPS, performance mode is better. If you want zero delay, a little bit, like, you don't mind it, your screen being a little bit blurry, you can even turn it up. But if you want less delay, but you don't really care about FPS that much, as long as you're, like, on 120, like, you can probably get 120 stable on 120 stable on D-Trex 12 as long as you got a good PC, and it'll, like, also be pretty clear. But the delay on D-Trex 11 was honestly the best, but definitely don't use D-Trex 12 because, yeah, it froze again. Yeah, just don't use D-Trex 12. Like, I'm ending the video here. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, I guess.